In a small city of ancient Greece, there lived a girl who searched the streets not for gold, not for praise, but for what others had already abandoned. Broken bowls, cracked cups, shattered pottery, discarded as useless. While others hurried past them, she stopped, and in what the world had thrown away, she saw something worth keeping. The villagers thought her strange. They watched as she bent down, gently lifting broken pieces from the dust, wrapping them in cloth, and carrying them home. Her house was small, quiet, filled with fragments. Some pieces were sharp, some barely holding together, some so shattered they seemed beyond repair. Yet she never asked why they were broken. She only asked what they could become. Night after night, she worked by candlelight, arranging, fitting, reshaping, not to make them new again, but to make them whole in a different way. People watched her and whispered among themselves. They thought her strange. They didn't understand why she cared for what others had thrown away. And she didn't stop. She knew something they didn't, that what breaks us is not always what destroys us. Sometimes it is what reshapes us. One year the city changed. A fire moved through the market, fast and unforgiving. Stalls collapsed, homes darkened. Objects once used every day lay scattered and broken across the streets. When the smoke cleared, the city felt unfamiliar, not loud with grief, but heavy with it. And the girl continued as she always had. She walked through the streets, bending down, collecting what had been left behind, not because it was new loss, but because it was broken. Day after day, she returned to the same place. At the edge of the city, where broken things gathered, she began to place the pieces together. Slowly, carefully, fragments that did not match found a place beside one another. Cracks remained visible, edges stayed uneven, and yet something began to form. People passed by, some slowed, some stopped. Without words, they watched as thousands of broken pieces became a vast mosaic, not perfect, not restored, but whole. The girl never stopped collecting broken things. But after that day, the city did too. Not pottery, but parts of themselves. And slowly, piece by piece, they learned what is broken is not useless. It is unfinished. In life, we often believe healing means becoming who we were before pain, but life does not move backward. What is broken does not disappear. It stays with us, and slowly it finds a place, not by being erased, not by being hidden, but by being allowed to belong. Like the mosaic, nothing becomes whole by pretending the cracks are not there. It becomes whole because every broken pieces was allowed to belong. Healing is often thought of as going back to who we were before pain, but true healing is different. It does not come from erasing what has broken us, but from reshaping it. Growth begins when we stop asking, "How do I undo this?" and instead ask, "What can this become?" Like broken pottery, we are not meant to be restored to our old form. We are meant to become something deeper,